Good morning. Happy Monday. Today's Monday Matters is about context. Context. It's super easy in today's world to be offended by words, by actions, by just about anything, right? There's a lot happening that can be offensive. However, before we jump on wagons of offense, it's super important to know and understand context. In middle school, we've been going through tricky passages in the Bible during chapel. One of them is Paul telling the women of the church that they had to cover their heads. Now, one of the reasons why he told them that was because women who were going around with their hair uncovered at that time were scandalous women, and he wanted to make sure that they weren't appearing scandalously, right? There was a reason for the words that he said. So when things happen during the day at school, when kids come home and talk about them or whatever, it's super important to put them back into context. 95% of the time, and that's probably a low estimate, there is a reason why your child's teacher or I or someone else in the building has said or done what they've said or done, right? We have policy, we have procedure, we have order, we have reasons for doing the things that we do. And so if your child comes home and says X, Y, and Z happened, before it sounds offensive or before you get worried about whatever is happening, talk to your child's teacher. An email is great. Help me understand why this happened at school today. We are very willing to explain and help you understand why things happened or why they did what they did. Most of the time, I get these questions centered around discipline. Like, Joey's been mean to my kid and you've done nothing about it. Did you know that there's a school policy, actually a state policy? It might even be federal. I don't know that for sure. That says that I can't talk to you about another child. So if Joey was mean to your kid and I issued discipline for Joey, I can't tell you that. I can't tell your kid that. So it looks like maybe nothing happened, but you don't know. And so when we fly off the handle and we become keyboard warriors and shoot off emails angrily, you're not really sure what actually happened. So as questions come up, as things happen, if it looks confusing to you, please ask, because there's always intention behind what's happening. In today's world, it is volatile. Quotes are being pulled out of context all the time. So-and-so said this, and then you look at the entire speech and that's not what the words meant at all. The Bible says this, and you look at the whole chapter or the whole book or the whole whatever, and that's not what Jesus meant. So start practicing now. Put things into context. Ask questions. I'm always willing to explain. You have watched my videos for 1.5 years now. I am transparent to a fault. If I can tell you the truth, I will tell you the whole truth if you ask. So ask questions, dig deeper, look at all of the words in the whole thing, whether it's the speech of a political candidate, the sermon of a pastor, a book that's been banned, the words I've spoken. Look at it as a whole. Ask questions and figure out context. Sometimes things will still be offensive, but sometimes they won't. And so before you get angry, before you get offended, before you burn heart rate points on your Apple Watch for being stressed out, look at the context. See what actually was going on. I hope you all have a great, no need for context day. But if you do, you know what to do. Have a great day. I love you.